Welcome back to Week. This is episode 72. My name is William. We're the attachment company. Let's go. It is 6 PM Monday evening. Let me catch you up with what we've been up to today. We've been making some serious progress with the office build out. With all the joists on. We've got some timber to go and get in the morning for the underside of these, but they're all on. But thanks to Graham for the work on that this morning. Spent a bit of time helping him out. It's one of those, he was here and he'd done the windows previously before the end of last year. And he's really good, but he's too expensive to be working on his own. We're not getting the best value out of him, so I spent some hours this morning just cutting wood, passing it up, just labouring, and it really got the job pushed on a good bit. So that was a good start to the day. I then jumped off of there, packed some orders. I think I can mind what we'd done. 200mm S4 tungsten, don't think I filmed that, but if you've watched any of our videos you'll have seen dozens of them. Done one of our 200mm diameter log splitting cones, got that out as well. Sent a couple of brackets, first one for a Takuchi TB250 and the second one it was an S40 tilt rotator bracket for the customer's auger drive. SNT picked him up this evening. They're away, they'll be with the customers tomorrow / Wednesday. A little bit of catching up because of the storm last week. We were supposed to have a delivery in today. I've just realised has not arrived, so hopefully it turns up in the morning. It's for a customer up north who was going to come down and pick it up. And that should pretty much up to date for Monday. We have an order sitting there, we're just waiting on payment and it can go out. Took a few more orders today, so we'll need to nip over to the welders. We might get Laura to do that tomorrow. She's away this evening, she's going to pick up a couple of parts as well for some more orders. Then we're getting on with the office again tomorrow. As I said, I need to go pick up some timber and some more materials in the morning, then we can get on with that. But for now, I am going home. I've got some quotes to do and some customer inquiries to get back to, and I will see you in the morning. You join us exactly where we left off at the end of last week's video. Go back and check that out if you've got a minute, and that is starting up the little truck. And you can probably see, because the lights are on, that we have life, which is a good job because I already took a deposit for it on the basis it was running. It was running when I parked it in there. The batteries were flat. I got a little jump pack and away it went. Fair play to this wee jump pack. Fair play to the little boost pack, but she is up and running. Let's take it a quick spin, charge the batteries up, I'll show you around it, and I can let you know what's been going on the rest of the day. That's a 2002 and it is done absolutely no miles at all. I would be 99% sure, because I know where this came from, that those are genuine miles. So let's go and take it. So the brakes come off. Come on. Come on. Nope. What's rough? It's rough, but the brakes are off and we're away. Good. Nice. This is a 2002 Oh, watch that bit of timber, look at that puncture. Still a bit of, oh, I shouldn't have came this way. Should not have came this way. We're fine, we're making it. 2002 MAN 7.5 tonne cutting cider. A few episodes back I actually show you around it and everything, but yeah, long story short, we came to acquire this from a customer and we have since sold it, hence why it needs to be running. So running like a little champ. I don't know where the headlights are, right enough. There's the window wipers, that's a good start. I mean, they're absolute candles, but we've got headlights, brakes are off, we're away. Let's go, we're running in the yard, go take this boost pack back, that'll do it. What a machine. Right, back to the serious work. Tuesday morning, we're in the warehouse again. That pallet was one that Laura collected last night. I'll show you around that in a bit. In the meantime, let's go get the trailer on, go get some more materials so we can get on with the office. Tell you what folks, we are spending more money than we are making this week. It's a glorious Wednesday morning here in South Lanarkshire. And we are on the way to Screwfix again, going to pick up some more supplies for the office build. Some wiring, some sockets, some other bits and pieces to get on with that again today. Packed a couple of orders this morning as well. Something we haven't really done before, we haven't done much before. A big tool for a customer's Atlas Copco JCB breaker. It was a 1500mm long blunt tool, so you can see in the video there, flat on the end. I actually don't know what they're doing with it. It's for a quarry in the east of England somewhere. So Laura picked that up the other day. That's leaving today, she'll be with them tomorrow. And we packed up, or repacked up, the 5500 max auger torque package. That's going up to a customer in Inverness. So busy morning so far. It is 12:30. I'm going to nip over to Screwfix, get some more materials to let Graham keep cracking on with the office. Electrician should be coming this evening and give us some guidance on that, just so we can get the wiring run, then we can get the insulation in and start getting plasterboard on. So all good progress. That's you up to date for Wednesday morning. What do you have to say for yourself, Woody? Hello. Tuesday lunchtime, just nipped out with Laura there to get a cup. You still eating? To get a cup of soup for lunch. Went to the merchants this morning, picked up some timber, got that back. Graham's busy getting that on the ceiling. Got the trailer back on now, going to run back up to the merchants and get a pallet of plasterboard. That'll let us get on with the office. In the meantime, I have packed one order today. It is an Auger Torque X2500 auger drive with a 300mm S4 tungsten auger. So that's you pretty much up to date. It is 1:30 Tuesday afternoon. Let's go get this plasterboard. The time is 5:30. Let me fill you in on where we're up to. Back with the plasterboard. It's unloaded and in, ready to get in tomorrow. The 2x-inch is all installed under the joists. We've got some dwangs in for if we want to hang any screens or TVs in any of the offices. So they're all in, ready to go. I think he has done the 2x-inch and everything in the bathrooms as well. And then in what will be the kitchen, ceiling is ready to go. There's some dwangs in here for a screen if we ever want to put a TV or anything in. So that's some more good progress on that front, which is good to see. Plasterboard collected and in. We have some glass wool insulation as well. I was supposed to have the electrician coming this evening, but he's a little bit late and I need to get out of here just now, so he's going to come tomorrow. He's going to talk us round running the cabling for the wires. That'll let us get the glass wool insulation in, then subsequently the plasterboard. We have also had a delivery in. I can show you that coming in here. Auger Torque 5,500 max package. It'll be going back out. It came from Cheltenham from Auger Torque. I'll be going back out tomorrow, I'll show you around it then. Laura also picked us up the brackets from the welders. That is the bracket for the tilt bucket that we disassembled last week. That's ready for paint and that can go back on there. That is an S60 bracket for that grading beam up there. It's needing painted and it can be put on and ready to go. And those are some JCB Q-fit brackets to fit that mixer bucket. So what we'll need to do tomorrow is take this bracket off the mixer bucket with those brackets to the welders and get them to mate one to the other. Get some paint on the two of these. That really needs to go, so hopefully I can get painted in the morning and we can get reassembled and hopefully out tomorrow, if not the following day. The grading beam just has to go at some point this week, so we'll try and get paint on it as well. So yeah, plenty happening. I'm just checking the board. I've got another couple of orders, small orders to go out tomorrow. I'll show you around them when they happen as well. Great to see some progress on the office. That's excellent. Yeah, that's cheering me up today because I'm about to go on a rant, and if you want to just skip on a few minutes, feel free, but lead times and product availability and suppliers, manufacturers more to the point, are really winding me up this week. Yeah, I will share with you, because what's really annoying me is the grey and orange. Not them specifically, they're fine, but those up there, NOX Tiltrotators, and some reason I can't zoom in. If you're unfamiliar, I'll put a little clip here of one working. We had one, the PC55, for the demo day. But I've been back and forward with a customer the tail end of last year, spec'd him up a unit, spec'd him up everything he needed. He then called last week, gave us the order, great, until I went to order it and it's on a minimum 12-week lead time, which is just, it's just not going to work. The product has some unique benefits over some of the other ones, as you would be aware if you're into tilt rotators. It has no exposed rams, which is great. It's a great selling point, but I just don't know if it's not strong enough to carry a product through a minimum 3-month lead time to get it from the factory. So yeah, I don't know what we're doing in that one yet, because I really want the sale. And if you're watching this, Sandy, I'm being as open and honest as possible. I really want the sale. It would involve us going up, either up to fit it or get the machine down here. I don't know that yet, but we can work that out. But I can't expect customers to wait that long to get products. more on that to come, because there is only 2 or 3 ways to really combat that. It's something we'll need to discuss, and I will share it with you. Also tiltrotator related, had another one today that we really should have got, and it's one another customer been working on for a while. They had 2 of the components at Kinshofer in Cheltenham, and we were missing the upper bracket, which is one of those there, but that's for a 14-ton excavator. We were needing one for a 9-ton, and because we don't have the upper bracket, nobody has the upper bracket, we couldn't then make the order and get them the unit, and I think we've had to pass it on to another dealer, which is extremely frustrating, because we put time and effort into marketing and into pushing a product, and then we don't feel like we don't get supported on the other end. So yeah, that's my rant on tilt rotators and grey and orange products specifically today. They've annoyed me. Well, we'll call it at that. That is us for Tuesday. I'm going to get out of here because I'm heading to the gym to train this evening. I didn't make it this morning. I better go this evening. I don't think I've told you this, but Laura signed us up for High Rocks in March. I'll share more details on it. But yeah, I'm going out here, going to go and train, then I'll get back to the house and work on some more emails and some more inquiries and just see what we can't do later on this evening. And I will catch you in the morning. Wee bit.
The welders. Only one I know what it's for. It's for the concrete mixer, for the telehandler.
Yes.
But the rest I'm not really sure. Packages.
More packages. Sorted.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It is 5:15 on Wednesday afternoon, and we are waiting on our courier coming in to pick up one of our couple of our pallets. But it must be a new driver because he's driven down by reverse and I'll be back out the gate. So hopefully Williams will be out the forklift to hopefully try and catch him. So yeah, so pallets are going out. I've been to the welders today. I was at the welders yesterday, so busy day for them, a few days. I'm not sure what Williams told you because I've also not been down, but the offices and toilet and kitchen and everything like that is coming on great. Graham's done a great job. So looking forward to seeing what happens on Friday, because I think we're getting cabling in tomorrow, and I think we're also then plasterboard can go up, so actually exciting. And then hopefully soon we'll get some offices because it's very cold. It's so cold. And I just can't see me shift this cold that's just been lingering about for ages after having the flu. So that's great. But yeah, been a busy Wednesday. So we'll see what tomorrow brings.
6:30 Wednesday evening. Spent a bit of time there putting the tilt bucket back together. The one that we took off to get the pins changed. And Laura picked the bracket up, got the bracket painted, got it back on, pins in, got it tested. Hooked up, I'll show you here as I'm speaking, hooked it up to the hydraulic test rig and made sure she tilted left to right. There was no leaks, everything was good to go. Got some paint on the S60 bracket for the grading beam order. Got some paint on the 3 double pin cradles as well. Some bits just to tidy up on that in the morning. I'm going to let them dry overnight. I can get them upside down, or the right side up I guess, and paint that side ready for orders to go tomorrow. I think we'll get in early doors, get them painted, that'll let them dry. And we had the electrician in just to give us an idea for running cables in the office. Graham's also spent most of the afternoon getting the insulation in. So we've got glass wool insulation in what will be Laura's office, the front office. We've got it in my office. I think he's got some in one of the toilets. Yes, that's the back toilet. Let's check the kitchen. I don't think he got to the kitchen yet. No. So plan for the morning, I'm going to work with Graham for a bit, get cables pulled for at least into the two offices, get cables pulled into them for the lights and the sockets. That'll let us then finish the insulation, start getting plasterboard on, we can get plasterboard in the ceiling, plasterboard in the walls, then we can get holes drilled for the downlights, start getting sockets in and so on and so forth. So I am more than happy with the progress on that this week. There's no reason that we can't have at least both offices pretty much plasterboarded by the end of the week. So another productive day. I'm going home and get my dinner. I'll get back in the computer because I have a bunch of inquiries. That's the only thing, because I'm spending so much time working in the office and then we don't have somebody obviously packing orders at the moment. I'm now then back to what we were, I was complaining about the tail end of last year, that we're slow now in getting back to inquiries, which is frustrating, but nevertheless progress is being made in certain areas. So that's us for Wednesday. I'll see you in the morning. It's cold, but it's a lovely morning again. Anyway, Thursday morning we are on with the electrics in the office, getting the wiring in for the sockets. I think they've got some sort of loyalty discount scheme for this place, because we're back again and I have a feeling it's not going to be the last time. First order pretty much ready to go. This morning ready to get packed up anyway. It is another auger torque package. It's an X2500 drive. It's a 200mm S4 tungsten auger with the splitter cone, the log splitter cone option, and of course a double pin cradle hitch with the locking ring for use with the splitter. That's going up to a customer in Aberdeenshire. It'll leave today, should be with them tomorrow. That is, well, that drive, especially the 2500, is by far one of our most popular attachments here in terms of just the quantity that we sell on an annual basis. And that's a nice little package with the log splitter. While I'm packing that, here's some footage for you to enjoy of the log splitter in action. Order packed, ready to go. SNT will pick that up this afternoon. We are, what are you there? We are nipping into Glasgow now. We need to go see a customer because we're actually picking something up from that customer to hopefully use for another one. I'll make it all make sense when we get there, we get it. This is quite an exciting one, to be fair. I know I'm saying a customer, but we're picking something up from them. But they have a couple of things on order and they have some real nice kit that hopefully in time I can share with you. I would just like to, you know, I'm quite open and honest on here and I don't mind sharing things, but I would like to keep this one a little bit close to my chest until we get some things set up for them and get them going, and then if they are agreeable I will share it with you. So we'll nip in there, get this, get back before the joiners away, and I'll catch you up then. Part secured, we're back. Laura's here. I'll show you around the office progress in a minute, but it is, what time is it, 4 o'clock? Just before it?
24.
3:30, 24. We're waiting on somebody else coming for a job interview, and that's probably us for Thursday, I think. You getting to report?
Yeah, new website's getting there, so I was working on the design with Al, that downpipe swinging about up there.
For what website?
For the new Komatsu website, so that's quite exciting. Working on that. Took some stuff to the inpost lockers.
By the time this is out, it might be...
Oh, it should be live, hopefully. Fingers crossed. Yeah, we need to find a name for it. And I went to the in-post lockers with stuff I've sold and vented.
Nice.
That's been today.
Yeah, that's for Thursday.
Yeah, posted some stuff on socials. Our USA.
why? That's the point. That's probably us here for the UK for Thursday. However, this is our first trade show in the US, so hopefully Andrew's filming some stuff. We can pass over to him and show you around. But if not, they are at the Pro Green Expo in Denver, at the convention centre, the Colorado Convention Centre in Denver. Our first trade show. Is a little, I don't know how big a show it is actually, but it's an indoor show.
But yeah, it's quite nice 'cause it's indoor. All
Yeah.
our shows here are outside.
It's an indoor one. Hopefully he's recorded stuff I can show you around about. If he hasn't, here's a quick clip of the stand. Friday morning, Laura's here. It's actually, it was a lunchtime really,
Nearly
11:30. Finished building up the tilt bucket this morning, getting the hoses on it, the couplers on it. It is packed up and ready to go. I went to finish packing up another order here to go out this afternoon as well. Laura is down, she's going to deliver a couple of brackets here, just touching up some paint on them. She's going to get them delivered to S30 Weldon brackets. And we're getting some more progress with the office. Plasterboard is on the roof of Laura's office and about half the walls are done. I'll show you that in a minute, but good progress for Friday morning. We're going to deliver them and then we'll give you the afternoon update. This is the breaker we were assembling at the end of last week, a GBN 20 TL, going with standard with the two tools, the flat chisel and the moil point. It's going with a 300mm S4 hard rock auger. These are the hard rock auger with the rotating pick teeth. And of course the Auger Torque X2500 auger drive unit with the double pin cradle hitch. That is a nice little package order. Now I'm going to get it strapped down, wrapped up and ready to be collected this afternoon. I tell you, customer of the week at Screwfix this week. You want to see the office progress? Let me show you. In
Nearly.
Monday. Saturday morning, we're at the yard and we've two big things on the schedule today. First one being starting the repair on the tilt rotator that Kyle took off the EC140 a couple of weeks ago. Seal kit for that should be in next week, so we're going to get the top bracket off, make sure we're ready just to seal it back up as soon as it gets here. And then we're going to go and make some more progress on the office. We've got the socket boxes to cut out and install and try and get them done. So two big things in the plan. Let's get started on one of them. If you're wondering what we're doing this morning, I'll put a couple of clips in here showing you the leak on this NOX that we are fixing. I'll also link the episode that's from. You can see when I go to site, diagnose it, and then it was in here. The machine came in here and we have removed the tilt rotator, moved the NOX tilt rotator last week, I think week before. Now we've gone out in the workshop, getting the top bracket off, ready for the seal kit to arrive, which annoyingly was on a couple of week lead time. So it's off the machine, it's in the workshop, and I think the camera might have ran out before it caught the upper bracket actually coming off. But you've seen it before we started. Here's the upper bracket off with the fixture still on it, and then there is the body. So essentially every NOX tilt rotator has three main components: the orange part, which is your body, the part that's on the forklift, the upper bracket, which connects it to the excavator, and then your lower coupler. In this instance, this one's fitted with a gripper, but that is an optional extra. Excuse my tools here, I've still to tidy up, but this was, you can see from that footage a minute ago, this was leaking in there. So I'm 99% certain, I don't know if you'll be able to see it in the camera, but there's a seal in there. I'm not going to strip this till I get the seal kit, till we work out what's coming off and what's going back on, but I just wanted to get down to that and ready to go. You can see I've marked the tilt piston. This here is what creates your tilt. I should be able to put a breakdown or a cutaway drawing here just to illustrate a little bit better. You'll see it on the screen just now. So that's what the upper bracket bolts onto, and the reason we've got this fixture on it is because that tilt piston sits in that cutout there, that hex cutout, octagonal cutout I think even. So we need to push that, effectively push that back into the body to let the upper bracket come off. So that's what we've done. Upper's off. As I say, I'm going to wait till the seal kit gets here. Yeah, I think that's a sensible option. We'll wait till the seal kit gets here next week, then we'll get the front off, we'll get it resealed, we'll get it back together, we'll get it back in the machine. Hopefully we can be done by this time next week. We can have it back on, tested and ready to go. But regardless, that's the first one. If you remember, weeks back we were attempting to take an upper bracket off a TR11. Didn't go so well, so we ended up just modifying the pin diameter with the bracket on it. But this is the first one that we've physically removed, and to be honest, once you've done it, it's not that terribly difficult, and it gives you a much better understanding for how these actually go together. So yeah, quite happy with that progress for a Saturday morning. I'm going to get my tools tidied up, get everything put away there. I'm waiting on Laura coming with a couple of supplies for the office, and then we can get on with some work in there. Alright, time is 3:30. NOX is stripped as you've seen. I've looked some brackets out to go and swap over at the welders tomorrow. We have also been busy doing some filming. You can see I've got the PC80 and the PC26 lined up behind me. Spent a bit of time there just putting a little bit of a marketing video hopefully together. Felt a little bit awkward for some reason, but hopefully it makes sense. We're going to cut that together, see if we can get some interest in the two of these models. We've still got a deal pending for the 55, so fingers crossed that that comes off in the next week or two, but it'd be really good to get some interest in both of these as well. So yeah, that's where we're up to. I'm probably just going to leave them where they're at the moment and go and get on a little bit with the office work again. I think that's a plan. We're going to get an hour in the office, see if we can cut in some more of the sockets, and then we'll see what we're feeling like for there. It's 5 PM and you can see I am covered in plasterboard. We're making more progress on the office. It might be dark in here, but I'll try and show you. We've got socket boxes in all around the low level. Got the 2-in-1 for the heater, socket, and then we've got some high level boxes as well. If we ever want to put any screens up on the wall, that one's a bit slack. I'm by no means a joiner or an electrician, but they're in. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 double sockets in this office. Same for next door, and that's pretty much us for Saturday. I'm going to get home because it's 5 PM. There are a couple of emails to catch up on, and I'll go get this footage all downloaded that we filmed for the Komatsu promo. Hopefully we can get that edited early doors Monday, Tuesday, get it out for the start of the first business day of February. So that's pretty much us. I will be out tomorrow. I'm going to take some brackets over, swap them to the welders, pick some up and get some paint on them, but I won't bother showing you that because you've seen plenty of those before. One thing I wanted to run by you, and I posted a TikTok on this last night. I had a bit of a moan about it earlier in the week, but lead times. We've had a really good January, all things considered, but it could have been even better. We lost out on a couple of deals this week because of product availability and lead times, and some really serious revenue, to be honest. We're not talking a couple of thousand, we're talking tens of thousands, just because we can't get products in time, which is something we will discuss more next week. I think it's something that's a real source of frustration for me. However, that is us for this week, for another episode. Thank you for making it all the way to the end of the video. If you liked it, let us know in the comments below. If you did not, do not bother writing. Anything you want to see more on the next one or less of, or you want us to elaborate on, let us know as well. And when you're down there, if you'd hit like and subscribe, it would be much appreciated. It'd be doing us a big favour as well. And with that, we're done for this week's Week to Week. I'll see you next week.